Sunburn stench. Is that what that was? Yeah, okay. So, I don't remember where the comments were, but somewhere in the recent video, at least 2 people, because it was someone commented and someone upvoted it, were like, Zeos, you gotta get these Atom Audio, you gotta get the SP-5s, they're closed back, end game. And I'm like, alright, Atom, I like Atom. T5Vs are on the wall. On the magic wall, T5Vs, like the T7Vs, I understood that the more expensive Atoms, how they functioned, and they weren't like for me, but... So I put out an all-call on my Patreon chat, $10 Patreon chat. If you're a patron, you pay $10, you get into that chat. And those people are buying things all the fucking time, they're crazy. They buy more shit combined than I've ever bought in my whole life. Which should make sense, there's 100 of them. So I said, is anyone planning on buying these Atoms? And one guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy them, so I'll just buy them and ship them to you. Great, 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 great. Fuck you. You're garbage pieces of shit, I want to kill you. I mean, I'm being a little rough on them, a little rough. But this seems to be the polarizing event of my career. Because if I go to the Amazon page for the Atoms, there's 2 ratings right now. Oh, by the way, there's a reason the Neumanns, these $500 Neumanns are here, because these are $500. Like, that's why I wanted to know. Like, this is Sennheiser and the Neumann subsidiary doing the best they can for a quality monitoring closed back. And this is Atom teaming up with Ultrasound. We'll get to that. To build their best closed back monitoring solution for $500, same exact amount of money. So, if you go to the reviews of this on Amazon right now, there are only 2. A 5-star and a 2-star. And I read most of them. But they're real long. Like, look at the 2-star review. Look how long that is. And look at the 5-star review. And the 5-star review, the guy is like, as an audiophile, who has followed the audio industry very passionately in the last decade or so, blah, 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 blah. It's on the bright side. Now the real talk, the headphone sounds amazing. The detail comes out. This endgame closed back headphone, it's coming from they just keeps going on. And then he mentions the Neumanns are too smooth. And they smooth everything out to the point of affecting the sound, and the sound stage is poor. So that's guy giving this fucking high praise. So now let's go up to this guy. Point of a seasoned professional, played in a major U.S. orchestra for many years, so that's his background. A soloist. He knows how accurate instruments should sound, blah, 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 blah. And he goes on to say, where is it? Where does he say it? He also has the Neumanns recreate an actual recording venue, acoustical spaces, much more accurately. And then he says something about these are like... He literally goes into details about the French horns and going through the strong fortes of DB, C, DB. Like, he goes so into detail to give these a shit review. And I'm going to do the same. My suggestion, pay the same price and order the Neumanns from Amazon, burn them in for 48 hours straight, use good headphone app, and you'll have a truly musical experience. Yes, that's what I've been saying. So, I got one guy here who, legitimate customer is his name. Wow. And the other guy's name is Low Note. And they are just having this argument, and people have said to me, I'm thinking, really? Or in jest? Hey, this is my endgame, this is my endgame, these are my endgame. They should not be anyone's endgame. I'm gonna destroy these now. I'm very hungry. I didn't eat on purpose, because I know if I eat I get a little lethargic and I just sort of let things roll. Not today, buddies. So, the first thing I noticed when I unboxed them, which was a couple days ago, is the cam in probably the nicest case. Like, that is a legit case. Like, that is just Atom Audio with the metal that had a protector on it. Studio Pro SP-5s, nice. And that's when I started to notice a problem. And that was the problem there. I once gave a set of Ultrasounds a good review. Once. One set. And that only came after I fell asleep with them and then woke up and then I was like, whoa. And then that never happened again. Has coiled cable, janky as fuck. Here's where the things go. It sits in here. It's got a little short cable, janky as fuck. Smooth, but janky. The connector, because this also detaches, is another really weird screw-in 2.5 millimeter. Can we look at the build for a second? Like really, like really pine over the build. I've seen this headphone before, Zeos said to himself during the unboxing. Wait, I know where I've seen this headphone before. I own the set. In fact, here it is, right there. Look, it's the same headphone. I mean, the yoke's a little different, but this bit with that, where it folds, and the 3 lines are very similar. Says made in Germany on this, by the way. Says made in Germany. Ah! 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 Fucking dogs. They feel my anger, I could tell. Because you know what those are? You know what those are? Rough. Those are the $17 Tascam TH02s. And I like those. Because for $17, they were pretty good. Attached wire, needed a pad change, but they made sound. 17.00. They've always been for 5-6 years. They've been $17, and they use the exact same build. Different here. This is a nicer piece. It says S Logic on it. Different yoke because the cups are different, but this is a nicer material too. I know the differences, all right? I'm not saying that they're an exact copy, but they're a pretty fucking close copy. This feels much better than it did on a Tascam for $17. It's like a textured fake leather. It's not real, and this is a little bit hard, and there's very little padding here, but it's enough padding, I guess. I mean, I would like more padding. I would like more padding. The Neumanns don't have a lot of padding up there, but it's very strategically done, and also this is all aluminum. Actually, that's where the sticker was at RMAF. I have to get my Gugon out. So, okay. They're designed based on like a $17 Chinese headphone. By the way, I took the stickers off the back of this, and look at the fingerprints that just this piece of aluminum keeps leaving. Just, you can't touch it. You can't touch it. It might as well just be a fingerprint reader. So I went looking for the left and right indicators. I couldn't find any. Then I finally saw them buried there on this textured thing, not raised up at all. The clamp is hella tight. Tighter than Neumanns ever were. Now, I've used the Neumanns. I've broken them in. And these have only gotten about 2 days worth of going at. But I'm going to do this review quickly. And then sound them up quickly. Because I want the owner to be able to return these. Plus, he should return them. So, I love Adam, but I've had a really treacherous relationship with Ultrasound. I think most people have. And what does Ultrasound do? Well, let's take these pads off. Let's talk about the pads for a second. Just at the top is this like textured fake. It feels like a rubberized leather. Like I feel like it should last forever. Like it's like the seats of a bus driver. A bus driver's seat would be made out of this material. So is the pad. Exact same stiffness and everything. Not memory foam. Just a stiff rubberized plastic. And if we pull this off, you get to see what the real deal is with these headphones. Oh, Ultrasound. That's a piece of metal with a hole in it. And that hole's got a plastic grid that covers, I'd say, 60% of the surface area. Because the holes, then there's more plastic weight. No, it covers 75% of the surface area. You can just calculate it out. The holes in the side, I'll give it 70% of the surface area. So the driver's back here, behind this metal plate. Then you get that little bit to let you out. And then you got all these vents that are supposed to let the back of the driver flow through. And I could tell you this much. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. No. 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 let me describe the sounds that come out of this, because I put them on when I first got them, and I'm like, holy shit, these need to be broken in real bad. And I've been playing them just day and night for like 2 days, day and a half, and I'm trying to understand, because I had that moment of ultrasound love, and it might be out there. I mean, Adam, the company Adam, had to approve this sound signature to sell it. And you could, by the way, there's, you see the holes, the little baby holes. You're so small. And I don't know how they did that. Was someone holding a gun to their head? Because you put them on, and there's just treble, violent, penetrating treble. And I've turned down the amps, and I'm using right now. I've got Bolt 789s on. I hear if I want to be super fair, I'll even take the adapter off that and put it into 3.5mm. So now we know that there isn't some sort of weirdness going on, which there isn't. They're just identical 789s on the same DAC with a splitter in the back. Oh, I also, that this plastic doesn't match the rest of the plastic, except for maybe up here, the rubberized coating. I ain't get paid enough to put these back on. The sad theme from Konosuba is perfect. Like, this sounds okay. Does it sound $500 best headphone you've ever heard for monitoring? Okay? No. No. And this isn't like when I did the Shure 1540s. Those were, I'll link to the Shure 1540s because I'm not going to look them up. Those were some of the most beautifully built, well-designed headphones. They were light. They were comfortable. They had Shure 1540 pads on them. And I was bored to tears with them. I couldn't listen to them. I was so bored. And I kind of wish that was the case here. Because I'm a bit bored. But if I turn this up to like where the levels I like it at, I just get hit with like this sharp sound. It keeps hitting me. Ah. That piano just Postman and Jukebox. Here's the thing, the vocal clarity. Right now, the vocals in this sound pretty good. She's right there. But it sounds so narrow that all I'm hearing is vocals and all the instruments piled on top of it. That's what the guy that praised these said, that they had a better soundstage than the Neumanns. And the guy that praised the Neumanns said that those had better, more natural sound and separation than these by a long shot. I believe that guy, because she sounded good singing until they started playing that cymbal and the hi-hat in the back. Now they're just smashing into the exact same location. Hey, different instruments. It's not just one ball of sound throwing shit at me. It's different. It's places. Oh, I like places. It is hilarious going between this $500 set of headphones designed for mixing and monitoring to this $500 headphones designed for mixing and monitoring, because the difference is as wide as your mama's vajayjay. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I couldn't get it. I wanted to. These hurt. These are actually... Here's another thing that I figured out. There was a song. I had a set of... What headphones? I borrowed someone's headphones. And they were an old used set. It was the Bairdynamics, the older 700s. And there was a bad driver because I put on a certain song and I forget what it was. I think it was it Bass Nectar? Oh. Bass Layer? What the fuck? Is this not even organized? Oh, God, I hate the world. No, it wasn't that. It was something else. So it had like a solid, like low end, and then stop, and then low end, and then stop. And I heard the bad driver in that headphone. I had the bass up just enough, and I made sure you can go to FooBar and you can tell it to reverse the stereo channels in case it's something in the song. Oh, I hear something rattling on my left channel. Reverse the channels in FooBar. Now it's rattling in your right channel. Then it's in the song. But you reverse it and it stays in the left channel. Then your shit's blown up. These, brand new, breaking them in, normal music playback, not like super loud, not killing it. There's a rattle in one side. Just the faintest rattle at the deepest bass. There shouldn't be. There's none in this. There's none in almost any of my headphones. The only ones that might have it are my T50s. My original T50s stock have a little bit of a rattle if you put them up a lot. Like a lot. You put them up and there's a rattle. And these, brand new, made in Germany, Adam approved, a little bit of a rattle. Maybe it's because there's a sheet of fucking steel covering the driver. I don't know, that could possibly have something to do with it. I want to find a reason to like these. I hate being the bad guy. I'm good guy. I like lots of things. I always find like there's a seat for every ass and an ass for every seat. There ain't no ass for this fucker. And there ain't no seat. I mean, there obviously is. There's only 2 reviews. And one of them is praising these to high heaven, and the other is 2 stars. I think he gave them an extra star over 1 because they made sound. I don't get it. If you're a person who has these and is obsessed about how these are so great, please tell me why. Because I'm not hearing a fucking single thing that makes me want to listen to music on them. I'm sickened by the sound. Now, here's the thing. There are people who like goat cheese pizzas with anchovies, and that ain't me. But there are those people. So, I mean, if this is a goat cheese pizza with anchovies, there are some people who are going to love that. But I don't think anybody would argue that that would be the greatest food of all time. That's their end game food. No. I have to at least understand that as a headphone reviewer, that that's not what people are really into right now. Their build is okay. Even though they're based on a $17 set of Chinese Tascams. I mean, I don't see them failing. They're just a really well-built version of that $17 set of Chinese Tascams. They're not comfortable in the slightest. Like, these are uncomfortable, and I gave that, they were so good sounding that I gave them the pass on comfort. And then I took them on a couple 5-hour plane rides, and the pads broke in, this thick, nice suede memory foam broke in, and the clamp has always been just so, and it's like, yes. And this, have had no time to break in, but it doesn't matter, because this is pleather. It's like rubberized bad. It's rubberized bad. I wouldn't even call this fake leather. Like, you can't even, like, it's the worst fake leather. It's very thick. It feels very robust. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck today. It's gonna suck in a month. It's gonna suck in a year. It's always gonna suck. It's not gonna get better. These are getting better because they're soft. The sound is just unnerving is the word. I'm afraid to change tracks because I don't know if the next track's going to be slightly louder and have a little bit more treble, and oh my god, is the amp too high? It's going to hurt. Please don't hurt. Please don't hurt. Next track. That's the kind of sound that comes out of these. It's just, these make the M70Xs, which I did not like, seem like a reasonable thing, because at least those were consistently scary. And these could come out at any point and kill you. I get that people want to hear detail. Like, I just want to hear all the details, Eos. Yeah, but you gotta live with it. Presumably for like 3-4 hours a day. 5 days a week, maybe use your headphones. No one can handle that on these. Nobody. I thought breaking them in for like 40 hours of playback would have softened them. I think it made it worse. I think they're worse after break-in. That doesn't even seem physically possible. Oh, there was a hilarious quote. Hold on, that the dude who liked these said, and I want to find it because he even if you've never heard these, even if you don't believe me at all, this is what this man said. Hold on, where did he say it? Soundstage is wide, and it's insane for a closed back. This insane. There's a no. The soundstage is not wide, not even a little bit. Never painful unless the track's quality is poor. I got a lot of good music on here, and I have some shit music, and I will admit, the bass isn't LCD2 quantity. LCD2s, but infinitely better in quality They make the LCD2 sound like Sony XP headphones. The bass is on the same level as my Stellia. Those are the $3,000 Stellias right there. I've been listening to them right. I know what the bass is like. They're fucking there. And just a hair from being Stax-like. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. No. 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 Nothing is a hair from being Stax-like. That's why they're Stax. Fuck. Just a hair from being Stax-like. Don't bang my head down. I'm sorry. I'm being dramatic. But if someone reviewed these in front of me, I don't think I could resist. And said that, I'm pretty sure I'd go to prison for a little while, a couple days maybe. Just punch that motherfucker in the face. Don't you dare say that anything about these is Stax-like. Build quality is better than Stax. I don't think they're going to break. I wouldn't do this with my Stax. These are going back. There's no way the person who bought them is going to keep them. Someone loves these. I'm sure of it. You're not lying when you say they're great. You think they're great. And I hate you for it. I will pick up my Neumanns every day for the rest of my life. If they allow me to. By the way, I filled them in red and blue for RMAF. Because these were the pair I brought to RMAF. Everyone got to try these on. They all got the cooties. These are infinitely better headphones. They're both German, and they're both $500. I thought this would be a great round. I thought that'd be close. It's not even fucking the same sport. This is like fly fishing to football. It's like, holy shit. And I mean American football, not European soccer. Soccer. There's soccer moms. You don't call them football moms, do you? Do they call them football moms? I'm gonna stop. I can't even. I've talked about the sound for about 25 seconds total, but I think me smashing him on the table and giving the middle finger a couple times is probably enough. If you get a chance to listen to these, here's homework for everyone who's watching, for all my fans. If you get a chance to listen to these, come back to this video. I don't care if it's a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, 6 years from now. And please file your report below in the comments. Don't comment, great video, Zeos. I love your cat. Don't comment on this video unless it's to talk about these headphones. Like, let there be one main comment, and you could all comment on that comment, but every new comment on this video, I want to be a review of the S-Logic fucking SP-5s powered by ultrasonic atoms. I want to know. I gotta know. Because those two dudes were like writing their resumes before they described the thing. And I'm just like, and the guy, it shows that the guy that gave it a 2-star wrote a book, and the other guy gave it like a solid term paper. Like, holy shit. I'm gonna sound demo these. And I'm gonna do my best to make it sound as good as possible on my sound demo rig. And then I'm gonna be done with them, and then I'm gonna ship them back to their owner, and I'm gonna be like, here you go, and here's your Amazon receipt that came with it, and you can return it. Actually, no, he got these from, I don't think he got these from Amazon. I'm gonna have to hurry. Yeah, so there you go. Everyone likes when Zeos reviews all that shit. That's the worst headphone of the year. Of 2019. And I've had some doozies. But that son of a bitch. Price to performance? No. Not when you're coming off the heels of this. It just doesn't make sense. Okay. Wallpaper. Gave you one because she represents the Neumanns. Going some side boob on that. She represents the Neumanns saying, fuck off. Fuck off, Adam Audio. Fuck off. I hope they're not watching. Hi, Adam Audio. I didn't mean to. I love your speakers. Love it. But ultrasound came in like the devil and just stabbed bad stab. Down the wallpaper. $2 patrons and higher get every wallpaper I've ever used. Just look in the comments of every post. There'll be a link to find that. $5 patrons get to see these reviews about a week or more early. And they can laugh and hate on these comments before you guys. They also get into the yard sale, which if I had bought these, I don't even know if I would have put them in the yard sale if I bought them, because I know I'd get $80 for them. And I'm going to give these back to their owner. But I have yard sales on the 1st or the 10th of every month to sell things that companies either given to me or I bought, just to get them out of the house. And if you're the $10 Patreon tier, you get into a private Telegram chat with over 125 people in it. And they all know more than me. And one of those poor bastards bought these, and I have to go apologize to him for... Well, he knows now. Now he knows. He's garbage. These not... It's that ultrasound fucking characteristic. You either fucking love them, or like the 98% of the world hate them. It's just, I don't... Sound demo in the description. It'll be public tomorrow. I gotta go eat now. I'm gonna kill someone.